show you how to play Oh What a Night by Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. If you want the letter notes for that, go to LetterNotePlayer.com. I have them there for you. Let's start with the introduction. You're in the key of D flat, and we're going to basically play up the D flat scale. Now in the D flat scale you have 5 flats, all 5 black notes. So the only white notes you have, normal notes in that scale, are the F and the C, white notes. Otherwise, now the first riff that you have, you just have the first 5 notes of the scale. What I do is, they play an extended thing. They play a drums, and then they come in with a layer of and then the bass kicks in the keyboard. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a right hand bass melody, and the way I play it, so that I can keep my thumb from hitting the black key, I start with the index finger, cross under my thumb on the F. Then I come in with my left hand and play it down here an octave. Same thing, I start off on the middle finger here. Notice you emphasize the first note, and then the G flat, A flat, and then we put the hands together. Now, hands together, you're going to have F, A flat, D flat, a D flat chord, black, white, black, D flat, F, A flat, 1, 3, 5. But we're going to put the D flat on top, and then we're going to go to a G flat chord. So you're going to, all you do is change these 2 notes to G flat and B flat, and you've got the G flat chord. We're going to have an F suspended over an E flat. So we're actually going to an A flat chord, but we're going to put that F in there and suspend it over because we're coming out of this. And then we go back and do it again. Now the second time we're just going to hit that F and hold it. We got to put the hands together so that you can see it together. And then we're into the melody. Now, if you want to put drums with it, I've set it at 110 beats per minute and a straight 8 beat drum machine, and then you play it. I play it through twice and come in with this right hand. Hands together. So that's the setting for the drums, and I do try to emphasize this chord when I go. Try to emphasize that chord, and that's hard to play it a little loud, but I do like it to be a little bit louder than the other chord. You can see it's an awkward chord to get some sound on it. It's hard to get that sound, and then it goes right into the melody. Now the melody starts on an A flat. So we're arpeggiating that chord, that D flat chord. A flat, F, A flat, D flat. Then we go to a B flat, A flat, G flat, A flat, D, F, D flat. Now these are going to be long triplets. And then we got G flat, A flat, F, E flat, E, F, E flat. Another long triplet. F, A flat, D flat, D flat, B flat. A pickup note. D flat, D flat, E flat, D flat. Now the second verse is similar, but there are a few changes. Here's a pickup. D flat, B flat. You know I didn't even. And then we got the A flat, F, D flat. Same thing. Long triplet. Another pickup. But triplets, B flat, D flat, F, E flat, D flat, E flat, D flat. chorus in there that's more somber. F, E flat, D flat, B flat. Then there's a pickup B flat here. So it's going to be B flat, D flat, B flat, D flat, B flat, F, E flat, F, A flat, F, E flat, D flat. Little passing at E flat in da da. Then we got G flat, F, E flat, and we do it again. Now we turn it up, F, A flat, B flat, A flat, F, E flat. And then to get into the next verse, A flat, D flat, B flat, D flat, B flat, A flat. So up to tempo, you're going to have it. Second verse. And the chorus. Now see, you've got one white note and then three blacks. So then you got all the blacks. The only white note you played in that whole interchange was this F. And then these are all blacks right there. Now let's put our hands together on the verse there. But you've got to get the bass line to it. So, what they do is they play the bass line up here. Then they drop down an octave and go. But I can't do it on this small keyboard. I can't drop that octave. And then it makes it harder to get that, to keep your left hand and your right hand together. So what I do is I just repeat that A flat. If you want to play what they play, you'd have to work it out, but it's workable if you spend enough time on it. So let's go. Let's start with the verse. I switch into chords. You don't have to. So you can play the bass line without the chords and it's not going to hurt you at all. Or another option is you finish that melody. Then add the chords. The interlude that way. What they do is they go right into the chords. And then they go right into the second verse. Now here, I don't play that F suspended. I play the A flat because you're going to go up to the F on this melody. Now here on the chorus we're going to have an E flat minor chord, all black. Then we're going to have a G flat major chord, all black. G flat, B flat, D flat. The E flat minor will be E flat, G flat, B flat. And then we're going to a B flat minor, B flat, D flat, F, and resolve it to an A flat chord. slide these chords, you're at the end of that, you're going to have D flat chord to an A flat chord. If you want to, you can just hold that A flat steady. Or you can do separate chords. Whatever feels right to you. But the first two notes slide with the melody. And then the bass takes it over. So the melody sings through that. So your hand is going to go E flat minor, G flat major, B flat minor, A flat chord. Then we do it again with E flat minor, G flat, and we go right to the D flat chord. And we come out of that with, so coming out of that, going into the third verse, we're going to turn up. So we come right out of that. And then we go right on with it. There I use the F suspended because we're going into this little instrumental riff here. And this is going to be a B flat minor chord, hit it twice, and then hit it up here and hold it. So jump up an octave. And then what we're going to do is we're going to arpeggiate the chord. And then we're going to answer in the right hand. So we're going to basically turn this into a B flat minor 7. By adding those. Now notice, everything up here is going to be black notes. So you're going to go. And then when you get to that, when you go to that B flat, you're going to change the chord to an E flat chord. But we're going to put the E flat in the middle. It's going to be B flat, E flat, G. So it's going to be, I'm going to slow it down so you can watch it slow. And then we're going to answer that with E flat, D flat, E flat, D flat, B flat. So notice in your right hand you're playing all black keys. And then I hit that and hold it. You don't have to. You can let off of it. I like to hold it through. So you're going to do it. Then you're going to go out of that. So you're going to come out of that right there. You're going to go right to a G flat chord with D flat on the bottom. Spread it out. D flat, G flat, B flat. Now during this part, the vocal comes back in. And the vocal comes back in with. The vocal's going to come in with that. I'll show you that in a minute. The bass is going to be G flat. Then you're going to go up to an F minor chord. F. It's going to walk up back to the G flat. Only we're going in a different position. We start with the D flat on the bottom. Then we go to the F. Then we go to the G flat on the bottom of the G flat chord, and we're going to end with an A flat 7th. A flat C, E flat G. Now if you can't play that G flat, if it messes you up, just play the A flat chord. A flat C, E flat. But it sounds better with the G flat in there. So when you put it together, it's going to have this sound to it. Let's get let's say going to that G flat chord, but let's get the right hand A flat, B flat. That's what you got then. A flat, F, B flat, A flat, A flat, F, A flat, B flat. And then we answer with B flat, B flat, A flat, A flat, A flat, F, F, B flat, A flat, A flat, A flat, F, B flat, A flat, A flat, E. Now the vocal comes in on that A flat, but I play it twice because I finish the melody and then hit the vocal very quickly. out of that with the A flat, D flat, B flat, D flat, B flat, A flat. Now we're going to go slowly so that you can see it. Here's an F minor chord, then the G flat chord. There's your A flat 7 chord. And then you're going to come in with the F minor chord down, or your D flat chord right there. So that now right after that you come in with the chords, add the chords to it. That A flat chord again without the F, because we're going into a chorus one more time. Just like before. E flat minor. And then we're into the fourth verse right there. So your sequence there, you've got a little instrumental interlude. You've got an instrumental interlude, and then you come out of that. And then we've got a long. Now you're going to play that bass line 4 times. The first time by itself. Add the chords. Again. And then a final time. And then we're going to go into the chorus. Now for that fourth verse, you play through the fourth verse very similar. For the fourth verse, you play through it just like before. This a little interlude again. That little B flat minor. And then we go right into the same thing. Now this time we're going to turn that line up. So it's going to go. So it's going to wander around there. Anything that sounds like that will work. Up to tempo. Now it changes. For the tag, all we're going to do is we're going to play this once, and then we're going to play, then we're going to do it again, then we're going to play, and then we're going to tag. Now it's going to work best for me to put the drums on so you can see how I turn the drums off. So right there, if you're going to use drums, that's the way I'll end it, and I just click those drums off, and then I end it with A, B, A flat, D flat, B flat, A flat, and then a chord, and D flat, A flat, D flat in the left hand. What they do is they just fade it out. They fade it out with. faded out. But it's hard to play that fade, and you don't have just a dial that you can turn down. So I just play it. Now you don't have to play that. You can just hold the A flat if it works better for you, because it really kind of gets in the way. See, it kind of gets in the way. Turn that off, and then you've got a D flat chord, F, A flat, D flat, and D flat, A flat, D flat to end it. There you have it. Oh, What a Night by Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. Hope you enjoy playing it.